It's late at night, and you're still staring at your phone screen, aren't you? Your family's asleep, the whole world's gone quiet, and it's just you and this glowing rectangle, facing off in the dark. Your eyes are dry and stinging, your temples are throbbing, and every heartbeat feels like a drum, heavy and frantic. Your heart's still racing, hoping the next bet will turn things around, that you'll win back the hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars you lost today, maybe even come out ahead, then quit for good, swearing you'll never play again tomorrow. How many times have you told yourself that? So many you're almost sick of hearing it? Every time you say it, for a split second, you might even believe it. But when the sun rises the next day, that craving to win it all back wraps around your heart like a vine, choking you tight. Stop kidding yourself, man. This isn't entertainment. You know it better than anyone. Real entertainment is watching a game with friends on the weekend, going on a hike with family, or chilling after a movie. Real entertainment doesn't keep you up all night, doesn't make you calculate how to cash out at a gas station, doesn't make your heart sink when you check your bank balance, and it sure as hell doesn't make you dodge your family's eyes, spitting out lies. This thing is not a pastime anymore. It's your shackles, your demon, the poison you know is killing you but swallow every day anyway. You think you're playing the game, but the truth is, it's been playing you all along. We're not here to preach about quitting gambling. That's too lofty, too useless. I just want to talk about this thing in your hand, this online gambling you love and hate. Let's break it down piece by piece, the gears, the parts, the traps, all laid bare. You don't have to trust me. Just listen, think it over, and see if what I'm saying holds up. It all starts so beautifully, like a dream. Maybe you're not a gambler, maybe you even look down on it. But one day, a friend mentions something or you see an expert online, and with a why not attitude, you throw in 50, maybe $100. Then, a miracle happens. A team you didn't even research scores a last-second buzzer beater. A random four-leg parlay with 20-1 odds actually hits. Thousands of dollars land in your account just like that. You remember that feeling, don't you? It's not just the joy of winning. It's this smug sense of superiority. Like, I'm smarter than those idiots slaving away at their jobs. Dopamine floods your brain like a tidal wave, and the world sparkles. You start believing you've cracked some secret code to wealth. You might even think you've got a gift. That hourly job you used to tolerate? Suddenly, it's repulsive. It's a waste of time, a betrayal of your life, while this game on your screen feels like the golden road to financial freedom. The platform's sound effects and animations crank that feeling up to 11. Every win comes with clinking coins, flashing diamonds, and fireworks, making you feel like a king. That first hit? So sweet, sweet enough to make you forget that every honey trap in this world has a hook. And so, you enter the honeymoon phase. You feel like luck's on your side, winning more than you lose. You're up $300 today, down $100 tomorrow, then up $500 the day after. Your account balance keeps climbing. You get bolder, going from $50 bets to $100, then $500. You think you've cracked the code. You start looking down on cautious types, thinking they don't get fortune favors the bold. But here's what you don't know. Many platforms are designed to give new users a taste of success. They don't care if you win a few hundred or $1,000. That's pocket change to them, just marketing costs to hook you, to nurture your gambling habit. They're playing the long game, and you're the fish already on the line. Let's dig deeper into these platforms you're playing on. In the US, the law's a weird beast. You turn on the TV during a game's halftime, and it's wall-to-wall DraftKings and FanDuel ads, with sports stars telling you how easy, legal, and fun it is to bet. It tricks you into thinking online gambling is 100% legit across the board. Sure, in a few states like New Jersey or Pennsylvania it is. These regulated platforms are relatively legit, overseen by state governments. But they're like a gateway drug, getting you hooked on the convenience of betting from your phone. Soon, sports betting isn't enough. You want Blackjack, Baccarat, the jingle of slot machines. But when you open those legal apps, you find out your state, say California, Texas, or Florida, doesn't allow casino games. So what do? You Google USA Online Casino. A magical door swings open. The top search results are offshore casinos with servers in Costa Rica, Panama, or Antigua, waiving a Curacao license that's basically worthless for player protection. But you don't know that at the time. You click, and the website's slick, crowns, diamonds, names with Vegas, palace, slots, or bet that scream instant riches. They promise 500%, even 1,000% sign-up bonuses. Deposit $100, get $500 free. It's too good to pass up. You're tempted and decide to deposit. But your US bank card doesn't work, and neither does PayPal. They nudge you toward cryptocurrency. You, who's never touched Bitcoin, start studying up for that free bonus. You download Coinbase, jump through KYC hoops, link your bank account, buy your first Bitcoin. Then, following the casino's instructions, you send it to your private wallet, then to some random, ever-changing string of gibberish they call an address. The whole process is a minefield of anxiety. You're terrified one wrong move will send your money into a digital black hole. But you do it anyway, telling yourself it's for privacy to dodge bank oversight. In reality, you're just sidestepping every legal safeguard the US has in place, diving headfirst into an unregulated Wild West. Then you start following the so-called insiders. On Twitter, you track a few sports betting gurus, with obvies of them in sunglasses next to sports cars or flashing chunky gold watches. They post can't-miss lock of the century picks, screaming smash or hammer. They flaunt bet slips with thousands in profits. You're dazzled, thinking they're the real deal, so you shell out a few $100 for their VIP package. You're pulled into a Telegram or Discord group, and it's buzzing. The moment the guru drops a pick, dozens chime in with tailed or let's get this bread. If the bet wins, the group's a party, screenshots of profits flood the chat, making you feel like you've joined an unbeatable team, kicking yourself for betting so little. If it loses, it's crickets or the guru says, tough beat, we'll get it back tomorrow, then changes the subject. Anyone who questions or complains about losses gets kicked from the group. You never see the full picture of the losses, only curated wins. It fuels your FOMO, making you terrified to miss the next sure thing. But what you don't know is that many of the loudest cheerleaders in the group are the guru's alt accounts or cronies. The guru? He's not making money betting. His real income is you. You sign up through his affiliate link, you're his downline. Every dollar you lose at the casino, he gets a 30 to 50% cut, month after month. The more you lose, the more he makes. He's not your mentor, you're his product. Your ruin is his road to riches. Now, let's talk about the cold, brutal math of why you will lose. Forget luck, streaks, or gut feelings. Let's look at the rules and numbers. Every casino game has a built-in mechanism called the house edge. Take roulette. American roulette has 38 numbers, 1 to 36, plus 0 and 0, 0. Bet on one number, and if you win, it pays 35 to 1. Sounds nice, but the odds of winning are 1 in 38, while the payout should be 37 to 1 to be fair. That gap? It's the house edge, a 5.26% advantage. Long term, for every $100 you bet on roulette, you'll lose $5.26 on average. Then there's blackjack. You might think it's skill-based. Sure, if you play like a robot with perfect basic strategy, you can get the house edge down to about 0.5%. But online casinos use continuous shuffling machines, killing your card-counting dreams. And here's the kicker, you're not a robot. When you lose a few hands and your emotions take over, when you've had a drink and get reckless, when you double down to chase losses, that 0.5% edge balloons to 5%, 10% or more. One bad decision can wipe out 100 good ones. Then there's slots, the real cash cow for online casinos. Slots run on RTP, return to player, and volatility. An RTP of 95% means long-term, for every $100 you bet, you'll get back $95, losing $5 on average. But if it was just steady losses, no one would play. So they add volatility. High volatility slots mean you lose, then bam, a big win, maybe 50x or 100x your bet. That big win is calculated to hit just often enough to keep you hooked, making you forget all the losses and think your luck's turning. It's the strongest psychological trick in the book, intermittent reinforcement, more addictive than steady wins or losses. That big win? It's just a fraction of what you've already lost, but it feels like you've beaten the machine. And sports betting? You think you're analyzing teams, but you're really up against the bookies. You study stats, they have sharper math models. You check injuries, they've got faster insider info. You think a line's a trap, they've already predicted your prediction. They adjust odds and spreads to balance bets on both sides, pocketing a steady 10% VIG commission. You win only because you're on the opposite side of the 50% who lose. Win or lose, the house always takes its cut. On top of that, online gambling platforms have their sneakiest weapon: bonuses and promotions. Deposit $100, get $100 free. Sounds like free money, right? But click claim, and you're in a trap. The devil's in the terms. That bonus comes with a massive rollover requirement. Say it's 40x, you deposit $100, get $100, so $200 total. You have to wager $200 x 40 equals $8,000 before you can withdraw a cent. It's not free money. It's a golden handcuff, forcing you to gamble intensely and endlessly, locking you in. With the house edge, the platform's almost guaranteed to win back your $200, plus some, as you grind through that $8,000. That bonus is just a tool to trap you and speed up your losses. As you sink deeper into these carefully designed rules and traps, something worse than losing money happens. Your humanity starts to twist. Your brain gets rewired. The intense highs of gambling dull your dopamine system. Real life, promotions, vacations, family time, feels flat. Nothing compares to the rush of a last-second win or a blackjack hand hitting 21. Your brain only feels alive when you're gambling. Everything else is gray and boring. This psychological weightlessness makes it impossible to work or live normally. You start chasing losses. It's a deadly mindset. You're not betting to win anymore. You're betting to break even, to get back to zero. A $100 loss leads to a $200 bet to win it back. That $200 loses, and you scrounge up $400, swearing it's your last shot. Your bets grow exponentially, and your rationality collapses just as fast. You're like someone thrashing in quicksand. The harder you fight, the faster you sink. That obsession with breaking even becomes your guillotine. You live in a maze of lies. You tell your wife the credit card's maxed because you covered a friend's medical bill. You tell your parents you need money for a business opportunity. You tell friends you're broke because the market's rough. Each lie is a cut to your heart, filling you with shame and self-loathing. You dodge calls, avoid eye contact, isolate yourself, convince the world sees through you. When your cards are maxed and savings are gone, you hit the real abyss. You discover payday loan apps that give you hundreds or thousands in minutes, with APRs in the hundreds of %. You know it's poison, but you click anyway to fund your bets. One debt hole gets filled with a bigger one. Soon, debt collectors' calls and emails are the background noise of your life. You might dip into your kid's college fund or even the company's petty cash. At that point, legal and moral lines blur. And if, by some miracle, you hit a big win, say $10,000, you think you've beaten the casino, ready to ride off into the sunset. The real test starts when you hit withdraw. Your withdrawal stays pending forever. You contact support, and they hit you with polished, trained lines. Sir, for your account security, we need to verify a few things. First, it's unmet rollover requirements. Then, it's identity verification, driver's license, utility bill, bank statement, all mandatory. You send them, and they say the license photo's edge is blurry. Reshoot it. You do, and they say the utility bill's address doesn't match your sign-up info by a single letter. You fix it, and they demand a photo of you holding your ID in front of your house with the address visible. You comply, and they ask for a video of you reading a script they provide to prove it's you. This can drag on for weeks, months. They're betting you'll lose patience, get frustrated, and blow that untouchable money back in the game. That's their goal. If you're the most patient person alive and push through, they've got one last trick. They freeze your account. The reason? We suspect irregular betting activity, fraud, bonus abuse, or collusion per Section 78, Clause 3 of our terms. We reserve the right to close your account and forfeit all funds. Who do you complain to? You don't even know their physical address. That $10,000 was just a number flickering on your screen. So, brother, wake up. This isn't a game of luck. It's a meticulously engineered wealth harvesting machine built by mathematicians, psychologists, programmers, and marketers. Its sole purpose is to bleed people like you and me dry. In this game, you're not a player, you're fuel. This cold system doesn't care about your highs or lows, your family, or your future. It just burns you up until you're ash. Math doesn't lie. Business models don't lie. The bloody stories of those who've been through it don't lie. The only thing still lying to you is that voice in your head, the one whispering, the next bet will turn it around. Are you going to keep believing it, or are you going to face the cold, hard truth in front of you? That choice is yours alone to make.